Hi everyone, my name is Michelle from AIM Human Performance, where we want to help you assess, improve, and maintain your health. This summer, we're partnering with the Lake Ridge Library to get you moving with the AIM Fitness Friday Bingo game. Today is our final video workout. If you're just joining us, see the comments below or our very first workout video for the directions on completing your bingo card. So far, we've worked on building strength, balance, and power. Today, we're concluding our series by focusing on mobility. Being mobile or flexible can help us avoid injuries and prepare us for activities. All right, let's start with our first stretch here. Your feet are just hip distance apart. Let's reach up really tall up towards the ceiling. You're gonna stretch up as tall as you can. And then we're gonna slowly roll down. Your job is to see if you can reach down and touch your toes, or maybe just your shoelaces. And then can you slowly roll it all the way back up again? Good, let's do it again, but we're gonna make sure we're breathing here. So big deep breath in. Good, can you breathe out? And you're gonna lower yourself all the way down. Try to reach down and touch those toes again. And then can you roll it back up? Good job. Just one more of those. Big reach up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale. Reach forward. Try to touch your toes. And then go ahead and roll it all the way up to the top. Good. Let's walk those feet a little bit wider apart. And let's see if we could do a good side bend. Can you reach one arm up towards the ceiling? Take a nice side bend stretch over. Good. Pull yourself back up nice and tall. And then you can put that arm down. Let's do it on the other side. Big deep breath in. Good. Exhale, side bend over. Good. Come back up nice and tall. And then float that arm down. Let's just do it one more time on each side. I hope as you do this, you're going to feel a little stretch on your side. And then these same muscles are going to pull you all the way back up and help you bring your arm down. One more time on the other side. Good. All right, so our side waist muscles should be stretched out. Let's put our hands on our hips and bend our knees a little bit here. Let's move our hips around a little bit. Can you draw some circles with those hips? Almost like if you were doing your hula hoop exercise. All the way around, big, big, big hip circles here. And then can you switch directions? Can you take your hips the opposite way? And make sure you're taking some deep breaths here as we're doing our good stretches. Great job. Okay, we're going to finish some of our stretches down on the ground. So if you have a mat, go ahead and lay your mat out, or you can just have a seat on the floor. Okay, hopefully you've got your mat down on the floor, or maybe you're just down on the carpet, and that's okay too. We're going to take a moment to keep stretching these hips a little bit. So can you keep one knee on the floor, and the other leg, you're going to spring that leg in front of you. Now, let's bend this knee and lean forward. Can you put your hands either on your knee, or maybe they can come all the way down towards the floor? And we're just going to hold it here for a moment. You should feel a little stretch in the front of your hip, and maybe in the back of your front leg. Let's take one more really big deep breath in and out. And before we leave this, the hand that's by your front leg, can you take a moment and reach that arm up towards the ceiling with a little twist? Hold it there for just a couple of seconds. Good. Bring that hand back down. Now, if you've done some yoga before, we're going to go into our down dog here. So you're going to take your feet back, tuck your toes, and just lift your hips up towards the ceiling for a second. Can you hold it there for a moment? Good. Now let's come back down onto our knees. And this time we're going to bring our opposite leg in front. So switch legs. Bring your other one in front. Good. Your hands could go to your knee as you lean forward. Or if you need a little bit more balance and you have the flexibility, you can put your hand down on the floor. Let's hold it here for a couple of seconds. Take some big deep breaths in and out. See if you feel your hips stretching. Now let's add our twist. Can you take one hand and you're going to reach it up towards the ceiling and try to turn and look at that hand for a moment. Hold it there and let's take a couple of deep breaths. Good. Let's put that hand back down on the floor, and we're going to go back to that downward dog one more time like we did before. So maybe you come onto your knees, and then you lift your hips up towards the ceiling there for just a moment. Can you hold it for a second? Good. Now let's put both knees down on the floor for a moment. And I bet you know this one. Let's do a couple of our cat-cows. So we're going to round our back, and you're going to drop your head to look at your belly button for a moment. Now, can you lift up your head? And you're going to stick out your tail feathers back there a little bit. Do that again. Round your back, look at your belly button, make your back really curvy. And then go ahead and make your back into that little valley. Good. Let's do 2 more cat-cows here. Rounding your back. And then going into that arch. Good. One more time as you round your back. See if you can really get curvy like that cat. And then let's get a little bit archy like that cow. All right, and then you can relax. Very good. Let's sit on our backsides here on the mat for a moment. Can you bring the bottoms of your feet together? And you're going to let your knees flap open towards the side. This is our butterfly stretch. And see if you can flap your butterfly wings for a moment as you're sitting up nice and tall. You can keep holding onto your feet or your ankles if you want, wherever you feel like a good place to hold is, but try to sit up nice and tall as we're flapping our butterfly wings here. How about one more big inhale, exhale. Very good. Okay, we got one more stretch we're going to do. Can you lie down on your back for a moment? Nice and slow. Okay, one leg, can you pull that knee in towards your chest for a moment? And you're going to stretch your other leg out nice and long on the mat. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. If you're a little bit bendy and you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you could take that top leg and see if you could straighten it a little bit towards the ceiling, holding behind that leg a little bit as well. Good. Now let's take a moment and switch legs. Can you stretch that leg out nice and long and pull the other leg in towards the chest? Let's take a couple of deep breaths right here. How close can you pull that knee in towards you? And how straight can you make the leg that's on the mat? Okay, if you want to make it a little bit tougher, see if you could straighten that leg a little bit up towards the ceiling. Don't hold your breath and see if you can stay really still. Very good. Okay, if you need to, let's come on up and have a seat for a moment. You could sit with your legs crisscross applesauce. Very good. So let's do one more stretch here. Hands are going to be at the side. Can you lift up and go into your side bend stretch one more time? Good. Come back up. Let's go to the other side. Good. And then can you take one more stretch forward, big reach. And then go ahead and roll it all the way back up again. Thanks for joining me for this workout and all the workouts in our AIM Fitness Friday bingo game. Be sure to fill in today's box on your card, and if you have bingo, take your card to the Lake Ridge Library for a prize. If you enjoyed this workout, you can exercise with me this fall on National Family Health and Fitness Day at the Lake Ridge Library. You can learn more about AIM Human Performance by visiting our website or following us on social media. And remember, you can always come back and rewatch any of these exercise videos again to stay moving. See you next time.